Hi, I'm Iverson, and today we're going to talk about one very important topic, which in fact I got a lot, is about the prime. Okay, that a lot of you here maybe, I suspect only maybe you're asking a question something like this. Are your best day are behind you right now? Yeah, some of you might feel that way, right? That you are no longer in your prime anymore. Something that used to be easy now become hard. Yeah, last time maybe you do get used to opportunities comes into your way, but now it seems like it doesn't. It just changed. Or maybe you're a different person right now. You used to be driven. Yeah, you're very creative. Right now you get tired and you feel like nothing works anymore. How many of you have that feeling sometimes? You feel like the luck is against you. Yeah, used to people come to you for advice. Yeah, you're on fire mode, but right now, it seems like everything changing. Yeah, that is a word people say, something like they lost their mojo. All right, something that they do effortlessly and now it's gone. Yeah, this is not something unique to certain person. And but it also apply to so many things like athletes. Yeah, they used to be the peak form, and right now they seem like they're forgotten, right? They'll say, "Hey, this is not longer in my prime anymore." And some of the actress also the same, right? Some people they can sustain their prime for it could be forever. You look. Let me give you an example. I think all of you here know who is Tom Cruise is, right? So you see, I mean, there are a lot of actors in Hollywood. Some of them they could be very popular for a very short period of time, but some of them they so-called surpass their prime, right? Even off prime, there also be there's still a lot of so-called luck given. There's still a lot of results, and they don't seem like slowing down. Okay, so that one is a bigger context. But right now, when we look back on our daily life, this thing happening as well, isn't it? Right. So, and how many of you here you feel that right now? Yeah, you feel that maybe luck in play right now is not who I used to be. Type the word me in the chat. Yeah, this is the topic I'm going to talk about today. Yeah, because okay, wow, so many. Why I choose this topic basically is based on only one thing. I based on the question I receive. Yeah, sometimes I might not able to reply all of your questions. Yeah, but I do read each of them and then I say, hey, what is this group needs right now? So therefore, we talk about this. And for some of you are very new here, yeah, let me tell you why I receive so many questions. It's not because people like to send questions to me. It's because I learn some subjects like bazi, Qi Men, and feng shui, all Chinese metaphysics subjects, and all this system or this skill that I have has this ability to help people, yeah, to solve real life's problem. Okay, so because remember I told you I'm being curious about how to turn something invisible into something visible, right? I'm curious how some people are able to do it. So despite they have a very so-called hard times, the moment they are born, they have nothing, but how come they can overcome so many things? Yet I see some people given everything in life, but they're still struggling emotionally. They don't know what to do, right? So what is in play here? There must be a deeper reason. There must be a deeper rhythm why people lead different way in their life, yeah, despite on the environment. So this lead me to learn bazi. Some of you learn bazi before. You learn Qi Men, you learn feng shui. So for me, I've been studying this art passionately for at least 10 years now. Okay, so and let me tell you just what I'm doing. For someone that new here, my name is Iverson Lee. Yeah, this is what I do. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I run businesses. I'm a consultant for metaphysics, and I also a speaker too. Okay, so therefore, this is what I'm doing. And today, I have this time here to share with you what I do more or something I can share with layman people of what they can do because I can't work with everyone single of you, right? It take too much time. There's hundreds of people here today. so I can give you some guideline. And today we want to do something about, how do we break through whenever we feel that we are no longer on our prime. Okay. Why I'm telling you this, because I experienced this before. Okay. I'm not born with the silver spoon. I born from a humble beginning. So therefore, I still remember that time. My job that time is a programmer. You know what is a software programmer? That's what I do that time. And there'll be a time that things become effortless. Yeah, where I from a junior programmer, I've been promoted to the head of programmer within, I think that time, 1 or 2 years time. I forgot. It's pretty quick. And then my salary sort of like double up when looking at it. And that time, like a lot of people say, you're in the what? You're on fire. Okay. If you watch a lot of sports, yeah, they say this guy is on fire. Yeah, that's why I do. Everything is so effortless. And that time I don't think much, right? It's things getting easy to my way, right? Until after 2 or 3 years, that time things start to turn sideways, no increment. Yeah, job become harder, and a lot of demands from my reporting line, my boss. I'm very stressed and being blamed for something that I didn't do. In the world of politics, especially in the office. So it seems like everything I try to do, I grind, I hard work. I put a lot of hard work there. Because I can't accept that it's off my prime. Okay. I used to, like, I can buy whatever I want that time, although it's not really a lot of money, but it's better than I were before. But suddenly I go through this slump, okay, where I thought is I'm being lazy, but I work really hard that time. How many of you here, you work really hard from day to night, but you don't see the result you want, even until this point? Okay, so there must be some other reason, because I've been told that, especially from my teacher, from everyone that say, hey, I would say, work harder, you need to work harder, the kind of thing. But I try every single thing. Yeah, I sleep lesser and so many things, but it still doesn't work. So, and I feel like, something must be not right happening, right? So therefore, that time I actually study a lot of bazi. Some of you learn bazi before. I say, hey, what does it mean? Some people learn bazi for predicting their fortune, their future, so many things. But that time I don't care, because I'm in a downward spiral. I'm not happy with everything. I hate my work, everything seems not working. So, and that time when I learned Bazi, I want to know the answer of this. Or more importantly, how do I overturn the situation? And therefore, that time they lead me to meet a lot of different people, because Bazi, right? You also can meet a lot of people. Yeah, because some people also got problems. I say, hey, maybe from those people I can gain some wisdom as well. So I discovered there one group of people. The age group is around 45 to 50 years old, and most of them have the same problem as well. I discovered that time they have a problem like some people call midlife crisis. Okay, that where they are, they hate their job, but they cannot live, because the job they cannot resign due to heavy commitment, right? Because they need to support their children educations and then housing loan, right? But they are not happy with their job because they are not appreciated. And then sometimes they need to report to someone junior than them, like 20 years. Yeah, this really bruised the ego, isn't it? And then they keep telling me, Iverson, 20 years ago, I'm the top sales in the company. Have you met someone like this? Right? There used to be someone very successful, being that acknowledged by everyone. But after 10 years or that, then those things seem fading away. All right. It's just a fleeting moment of glory. Okay. So therefore I discover, hey, I don't want to be like them once I reach 40 years old at that time. All right. So therefore, I study a lot and I discovered, yeah, one thing. Right? Because I keep asking myself, they are good people. Yeah, they pay taxes, they go to churches on Sunday, and then they're also hardworking. They are not actually lazy. They are not lazy people. Okay, they are responsible. How come they don't get the outcome they want? They keep telling me, I wasn't. I'm off my prime. Okay, I'm not in the peak anymore. I'm declining. So this lead me to discover what is the answer. And finally, I sort of like identify the cause. And let me tell you, yeah, so about something that probably no one told you before, it's not because you lose your spark. It's because you are out of alignment. Okay, if those of you that actually type the word me, all right, you think your prime is already off, is really gone. No. Okay, so the only thing here, when you are out of alignment, yeah, later I'm going to tell you what is alignment is. When you are out of alignment, the more you push yourself to work harder, you say push more, the more you're feeling stuck because you're heading to the wrong direction in the first place. When you push yourself more, you're only heading to the wrong direction faster. Okay, yeah, so does it make sense? Guys, then you further say, yeah, that's why I say I'm out of prime, right? Because you keep pushing yourself. So therefore, once I discover, hey, Butter talking about energy, all right. So when someone in terms of energy is out of alignment, everything seems not working because the energy is no longer flowing, is stuck. So at that time, I say, hey, since Butter talking about energy, talking about the five elements, so is there a way for me to realign back? Okay, you might call this energy alignment. I'll call this heaven rhythm. Yeah, everything there's a rhythm. Some of you might say, I lost my rhythm. Even you're a sport player, if you're basketball fans, you know that, yeah, the same player, great player, sometimes they have an off game, isn't it? They lost the rhythm. Once they get the rhythm back, they become unstoppable again, right? So therefore, this further reassure me that we can get off rhythm and on rhythm again. Okay, so that's why I study more of it. All right, and to say that how can that time I also want to help myself to get back in flow or not. How many of you interested on this? All right, it's about getting yourself in flow. When you're in flow, everything seems working out for you. You meet the right people, you have the right mindset. You're happier as a person and even you're healthier. So in the end, it's about the energy alignment. So instead of focusing on, oh, I'm off my prime, must be my luck is not good or anything, yeah, because rhythm in layman term is luck. When you felt that you're out of luck, it means that you're out of rhythm. So how do we actually uh, realign back our energy? That is the task. Okay, so that's the task we're going to do today. So, and remember I told you that time I'm lost, right? So once I know how to align back that time from programmer, I switch my career totally different to become an entrepreneur, consultant, and speaker. Basically, I tender resignation like this. I know at that time a lot of my friends, relatives doesn't agree with my move. Yeah, but I did it anyway. Okay, so because when you're aligned, you know what you want. And you're going to pursue it at all costs. Okay, despite all this so-called advice. So I won't listen. And then, therefore, long story short, I able to enter this field and have the opportunities to give, I would say, speaking engagement or talk or training to different groups of company. Okay, because when you're aligned, opportunities come, right? If you're not, even you push it, then nobody bothers you. They say, Who are you? Right? What you're talking about. So therefore, I when I see this working, yeah, for myself, then I start to actually share it with people. So now, how do we actually understand alignment first? Yeah, this is very important. The way we see alignment in metaphysics point of view is energy. All right, energy here divided into three realms. Let me share with you first. What are the energy realms here? So now there are three. Some of you probably might actually seen this before. This is the cosmic trinity. All right, it says that energy are divided into three parts. The first part here is heaven, second is earth, and then the third one is man. Yeah, so if you want to realign yourself again, then these are the three focal points you need to pay attention to. So let me explain to you what the heaven realm means. Heaven realm means that you're doing things at the right time. The heaven realm is your timing and your energy. So if you do the same thing at the wrong time, you won't got results. For example, you actually resign at the wrong time. Okay, because after you resign, you discover that actually 3 months later, if you stay, you get promoted because the new boss is joining. You don't know because that time you so your dislike your current boss. You don't know this guy already resigned. You don't know anything, and because of that, you hate him. You resign. And after the next company you're joining is even worse. Okay. Yeah. So if you chose to stay or wait for another 3 months, probably you get better opportunity at the same company. So can I ask all of you here, is it timing is important? Is it important or not? Yes. Okay. Super important. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, hey, Iverson, yeah, why a lot of people maybe even more hardworking than me. Yeah, I'm not that hardworking anyway, right? Then how come sometimes you can get certain results that they don't? Yeah, what is your secret? Are you someone like super talented? And the real reason, no. Yeah, I don't think I think I have the least talent among all of you. All right. Yeah, but at that time when I joined this career, yeah, this metaphysics, that is the time they need this kind of teacher where at that time is very limited. If you join right now, for example, do you see are way more competitive right now, guys? If you actually look at if you scroll through all the social media, I think if you actually you like Bazi and Feng Shui, you on those community, you see there's so many master mushrooming, right? Everyone now is Qi Men master, Bazi master, Feng Shui master. Is it correct? Nowadays? Yeah, everyone, right? Yeah, so some of them, even the kid, right? They'll tell you that I'm a Bazi master. So now, if you think back, is it because I'm so smart, I'm smarter than them, or maybe I just enter at the right time? Yeah, I believe it's the right time I enter. So therefore, of course, that time I consult Bazi, Bazi can tell us the alignment. Yeah, so therefore, I need not to work that hard. I just need to align to the right timing. How many of you here like this? You are also someone lazy like me. I don't want to do too much. I need time to rest, need time to enjoy, need time to watch movies, yeah, like the recent Squid Game, yeah. So I like all those things, right? So I say, because I work hard, I mean, how long I can work like this, right? Until I 50 years old, all my energy, I spend on working hard, maybe not worth it, right? I still need to enjoy life, right? So I want to preserve energy. So therefore, I know a lot of people, I maybe some of you will disagree with me because a lot of people think work hard is the key to success. And they say luck is secondary, but I totally disagree with this. Because when I interview all the rich people, how can I interview them? Because there's some of them are my client. I ask them question, right? I always ask them, do you believe in luck? Yes. There's certain timing. I meet the right people. Yeah, all these things actually help them to become who they are. Okay, so therefore, I'm an advocate of the right timing. So therefore, whatever I do, I align. Okay, so therefore, that one is a heaven realm. How many of you here, you achieve something is not because of your effort much? I mean, everyone should do effort, but not exerting 100% of your effort, but you still get it more than the rest of the people, maybe your colleagues. How many of you experienced that before? Even you don't know Bazi, but somehow by luck, you do something at the right timing. You join the company at the right state at that time. Yeah, then therefore you're given opportunities. And therefore, you that right even right now, if you only do it now, you can get back the result because the time already over. Okay, all right. So therefore, timing alignment. This is the first alignment I did at time before I resigned. I do that. So heaven is something like you can control. If the timing is next year, you need to wait until next year. It's not like, okay, I want it now, right? Because heaven means is out of our control. We are just human being. Okay, so that's under heaven. So now, if you look back at this trigram here, the second one here, let's say you say, okay, I don't want to wait for timing. I want to use the earth, what earth means to me. Earth means that you need support from the environment. Okay, so environment means you're in the right place. Now you're not in the right time, you're in the right place where you can succeed. So in metaphysics world, the earth element represent your environment. Therefore, it represent the feng shui. Okay, you can use the feng shui to help you align. Even though you have a so-called less desirable partner, but you say, okay, but is there something, because you can't change your partner anyway, it's already there, right? So, but you can change the energy of where you are staying. You can select a place as is great energy, and it will help you to align back yourself back to a equilibrium, or what we call balance state. Okay, when your mind is clear and you start to receiving opportunities. How many of you here you know feng shui, that you actually use some of the feng shui technique, maybe not the heaven part but on the earth part to align? Yeah, so very good. Okay, now yes, maybe some of you already do some alignment. Even basic is fine. Some of you say Jaden Han say basic is fine, right? Basic also can work really well when you know. Yeah, because feng shui, metaphysics is very funny. It's not because the complex so complex, it actually more powerful. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, it work under a notion that as long as you can beat your opponent down, even by just a simple punch, that technique is the powerful one. Okay, yeah, that's what I think Bruce Lee say, right? There's nothing called so-called the most powerful technique in Kung Fu. Yeah, if you with one punch you can knock the guy down, even if it's just a basic punch, that is the best technique. Make sense? Okay, so some of you even say you apply something basic is fine, right? As long as it work for you, it's cool. So therefore, the earth alignment is super important. That's why a lot of people they adjust their house feng shui and they start to see luck coming in. Okay, yeah, some unexpected opportunities and all these things. Good. Okay, now this leaf, if you can align heaven and earth, is already good. So let's say you're not able to access the heaven and the earth realm, then maybe on the man, the third one. So now tell me, what is the function of the man realm? Now you can type in the chat box. Some of you learned it before, right? Yeah, what is the function of a man realm? Okay, Chendal Lim say the person, action, activities. Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, so but I want to understand the true essence of this. This is what I discovered after so many years working on this. The real meaning of the man is support from other people. Yeah, that is a lot of people think man is about decision, no, right? Because now it's about supporting. You meet the right people, noblemen that can help you. Or what if you're the moment you go home, you're very happy because your whole family is supporting you. Don't you think also important? You might be very stressed, outside, hunting for sales, sometimes get scolded by your boss. But if you go home, you know that there are people waiting at you at home, waiting for you to go home, and then you live. They don't judge you, they're supporting you. Yeah, you are part of the family. Don't you think if you have that support alone, you're unstoppable? Yeah, no one can stop you. Agree or not, guys? Yeah, a lot of time, yeah, people, the reason they're so frustrated, they do so many things are not working, sometimes can be solved by love. All right. So the by knowing, yeah, there's a embrace from your family, your loved one, no matter where you go, the imprint surrounding you, protecting you, that alone can give you this superpower. Yeah, not to give up on something and to fight for them. That is the manpower. Okay, so therefore, if you align to the man, means what? You get help, you get support, you get love. Don't you think this is important, guys? Fulfillment, right? Yeah, because it's not about just achieving alone. You want that. So therefore, when we say someone are off prime or they think that they are the best day are behind them, so maybe it's just misalignment. Maybe one of those are misaligned, or maybe three of them altogether. So our job, or maybe your job here, is to get back inflow. Okay, get back on the inflow. When you're inflow means that you're in the peak state again, so you can achieve more and then you become more happy. How many of you here willing, yeah, to learn this? You see this important more than any other MBA out there, or some education, because now you are training yourself to be better. Okay, all right. So this is what I've been pursuing. So therefore, I just tell you that my thinking changing as well, because at that time when I started, I always believed that hard work is everything, but there'll be a point that there's a limit to it, isn't it? How many of you here agree with me? I brought up in a family or even my friends, my community, believing hard work is everything, effort. I'm not saying that is not important, yeah, but you can't repeat that forever, isn't it? Yeah, you must know how to play the game. Yeah, so therefore, nowadays, every time we want to help anyone, client or anyone, and I'll look at it from the angle of alignment. So some people call this luck. Yeah, but the only problem here, people think luck is coming. Oh, I would say in 2 years' time, if you read Butter, you see that way, right? In 3 years' time, my luck will come. No. Okay. When you feel you're lucky, basically at that time, your energy are aligned. Okay, so why you need to wait 3 years from now if you can get it now? Okay, so now some of you say, okay, I want to learn this. But the only thing here is alignment techniques, there are more than 1,000 techniques. Okay. There are so many type of alignment. Alignment to helpful people, also one technique. Yeah, alignment to get promotion. Alignment to meet the right boss. Okay, the alignment to meet the right person, your companion for life. All these are alignment, right? So there are over thousands of techniques. You want to learn all this? Yes or no? 1,000 more techniques, I think we crazy learning this, right? There are so many, but don't worry, I'm going to teach you the right approach of learning this. So you ask, is there alignment of losing weight or not? Yes, there are. Okay. Yeah, so there are a lot of all these so-called the stand-alone techniques. Okay, sanjiu, we call that. All right. But now you need not to do everything of them. You just need to know which one that you need right now. Make sense? Okay, so now the first thing, when the way I approach this so-called alignment or the peak state of someone is there are two parts of it. One part here is prevention. Another part is mitigation. Prevention means that right now you are still okay, but I want to do something to prevent that, a point where I would just off peak, which means that everything went downhill. So don't you think prevention is important? You prevent that from happening. Just like health, right? Right. So I think prevention is always better than, treatment. So there's one way to do it. And then another way, no choice, you're already in that crisis already. You're already in the downward spiral. Then you need to go through mitigation. Okay. So now there are so many, it's a huge subject to begin with. So today I would like to focus more in prevention or something you can do now, to prevent a big decline, in the near future. How about that? Okay. So, and now think about this, right? What is the best way? What is the best way to combat misalignment? What is the best way? Let's say you need to, for example, like pandemic, a lot of time go through misalignment during the few years where business are not doing well or they lost their job, a lot of all this happening, right? So what is the best way to deal with this? You can change the world that time, the economy is bad, right? So, and I discovered that one way to combat this misalignment or to cater for this is through by having more financial capacity. Make sense? Right? So once you're financially protected, your strategy is just wait. All right. You need not to be overreact. Yeah. So imagine that you lost your job during pandemic time and your bank account you got 10 million. Are you worried? No. I just take advantage of that as my vacation time. All right, I'm going to learn something new. I want to spend more time with the family. So therefore, one of the things I discovered that, to help people, instead of bring them up after they went into downward spiral, why not, right? We do something, yeah, to stop them or to protect them during downtime. Okay. And you discovered that in pandemic, a lot of businesses bankrupt, right? Do you think all of them are bad business owner? No. A lot of them are clever, they are bright businessmen. But the only thing here, they don't have sustaining power to sustain the business for the next 4 years. Make sense? Right? You think about this, after 3 to 4 years, all business booming again, right? Had that person have the capacity or the resources to sustain that, he'll be all right now. Agree or not? So therefore, the first technique I will share with you here is about how do you actually get yourself or prevent yourself from getting there first into the downward spiral is through income creation. Okay, so now I believe that talent is overrated. Because when we read Bazi, I think the first thing we like to know is, what is my talent? Tell me what is my talent is, what is my top one, top two, top three talent. I used to do like that as well, when I started. I discovered that once I do the thing that I'm talented, then I'll be super successful. Is it true? Is it true or not? Yes or no? If I pursue my talent, yeah, yeah, you guys know, right? It's not really right because there are so many factors. Timing, right? There's huge difference between you start at 20 and 60 years old, isn't it? Right? Second thing, competition. You think you only have the puzzle chart for marketing skill. A lot of people also got the talent in marketing skill, isn't it? Right? So therefore, you won't succeed when other people are better than you. Then you think you blame the butter chart. A lot of people they blame the butter chart when they fail. They say, "Oh, you told me I need to pursue marketing direction, but how come I got fired? Is it the fault of the butter? No, it's not the fault of butter. Okay, so what is the fault? Because is no one fault. It's just simply the other person are better than you, so you're overlooked for promotion. You're being made redundant. Okay, so therefore, I would say that talent is something that is overrated. So when I read someone's chart to help someone to prevent them to go through this downward spiral, is identifying high income skill. Is it better? Right? When you have enough money, then you decide, yeah, what to do with it. Right? You want to pursue your passion, it's fine, but at least you need to make yourself stable. Right? So therefore, when I read the chart right now, I don't I no longer look at the talent. Yeah, that one is for me is more for just to know. Some people that like to know this, right? And then yeah, for entertainment purpose. But if I really want to help someone, I want to help them to identifying their high income skill. How many of you here agree with me on this? Right? So what is that related to you? So if you can tap into that, even there are times that you're off peak. Yeah, you feel like, there'll be a downtime. You feel like you're off prime that time. Yeah, it won't affect you that much. Okay, how many of you are looking for that? You're wondering what is your height. It could be very different from your talent, by the way, because it's two things. Yeah, you could be talented in singing, yeah, but you might not able to make money from it. Have you seen a lot of talented singer? They are not able to make it to the top. Have you seen a lot of them, especially in certain country where they sing in the train, the subway, So yeah, they are very talented. They are even better than all these are singer out there, popular singer, right? But somehow they cannot pull that off. So therefore, I discovered that talent and making money is two different things. So therefore, I want to introduce to you this concept here called high income skill. Yeah, this is the new generation of looking at bazi anymore, right? We are looking at talent is so 1980s. Okay, the era of maybe modem or floppy disk. Yeah, so we are way there because I discovered in period 9, you don't have time to wait for your talent to bloom. You need to find something first. So the question here is, how do we actually look into this? So, and I'm going to show you the concept here. The how do you do this here is one thing. You need to have your bar chart first. Okay. Now there you go. There's a sample bar chart shown on the screen. Do you see a lot of information there, guys? You see a lot? Is it overloaded with information? Yes or no? Type the word yes or no. Yes, right? Even you know butter is still a lot, right? It's sort of like I can tell the whole grandmother story. I can spend like 10 years just talking about a butter chart, right? So now there are two-way approach butter. For entertainment, you can spend how many hours reading it is fine. But you say, Iverson, I need to make the best of my time to create something for myself. Then you need to look at what the important stuff in the chart. Yeah, let me tell you, not all the information in the chart are born equal. Some of them for entertainment, and some of them, yeah, is really make the difference. So I think you heard about the Pareto principle, right? Focus on the 20% that create 80% of the results. How many of you heard about that before? Pareto principle, just like in the business, right? I discover a lot of people, they're focusing on the 80% of the client that only contribute 20% of the revenue to the company. Something wrong, isn't it? Don't you think you look focus on the 20% of the client that produce 80% of the revenue? Make sense? So the same concept, the same principles apply to Barter as well. Okay, so let me tell you where it is. So when we start to learn Bazi, if your goal is to create wealth, so even your off prime, you still can sustain it, the downtime. So you biting for better time to get even higher. So if money is your wealth creation is what you need right now, so I want you to focus the month pillar. Okay, so guys, if you have a Bazi chart right now, you take out your chart, focus on the one pillar and delete the rest. You don't need all this right now. I know some of you here might say, Iverson, but I got a DE somewhere, I got a clash, I got a harm. Are you ignoring it? Yes, I am. Yeah, you want to improve your life, you need to be clear, to be focused. It's not that I'm not aware the rest of the element there. I know it, but I don't care. Okay. Yeah, this is a way of using butter. Otherwise, you cannot move. Yeah, because if you might think every time you drive, there might be a possible of accident or something, right? You keep worrying so many things, you cannot go to work. Therefore, you don't have money, right? I know that there are emptiness and clash. Does not mean bad, but some people they put too much emphasis on it. That's why after they learn butter, they become more fearful. All right, this cannot do, that cannot do. You're too safe. Yeah, then if you do that 70 years from now, yeah, then you're getting older, and then some people will ask you, what is your biggest achievement in life? Your achievement is what? Safe. You're too safe. Do you want to be recognized as someone like that? Okay, that your grandchildren say, okay, I respect my granddad or my grandma because they are very safe. So you don't have results, right? So therefore, when we actually looking at the chart, we ignore. Can you guys ignore the rest? All right. I know your mind will think about something like this. I was saying you don't understand. I got missing three elements. I got all clashes in my chart. Okay. If you have the chance to converse with me in life, face to face, yeah, I might be not nice, but I can be kind to you. Okay. Not nice means I can tell you I don't care. Right? I will ask you, do you want to improve your life or not? Okay. So if you guess yes, I'll continue the conversation. If no, then probably you talk to someone else. Someone who like to tell you all this story and sympathize with you and then cry together, holding your hand, looking to you eye to eye. You want that kind of people. I'm sorry, I'm not that type. And I don't want to pretend I am. Okay. Yeah, so I think I respect your time. I also respect my time. I only work with people who want something, not cry baby. Okay, so if you're not cry baby, you go to cancel out the rest, look at the month pillar. Can you do that or not? Even you cannot, can you do it within these 2 hours or not? Can you? Just pretend you can. How about that? Okay, after that, you continue your worry session. Okay, all right. Okay, good. So now I look back at the chart again. Remember just now I say the month, right? So let me zoom in because that one is too small. I zoom in. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay, the month pillar. How do I know it's the month? Because it's stated month here. All right. I know some you say, oh, Iverson, yeah, you're Chinese. You know, I understand Chinese character, but I don't. But don't worry. We also put the English word there. It's called the month, right? So no excuse. Okay. Now, month, there's so many information here. So whatever information here is related to wealth creation, because this pillar govern your net worth. Okay, in numbers. Important or not? Yeah, so the question here is, are you focusing on income or net worth? If you're focusing on income, you just focus on how many bonus I got this year, how many percent of increment. But if you focus on net worth, you're going to build your net worth. You focus on investment. You try to find a way that that make your money work harder than you, right? They make use money to make money because you're not interested in increment. Your whole skill are learned to increase your net worth. So therefore, the month pillar is so important because wealth govern the quality of your life. Isn't it true? Yes? Right? You might think, no, right? Relationship, but you have better money. Can you provide better life for your family? Yes. You don't need to spend like whole day working. You can spend out your family, can take care of them better. Right? If you don't have it, yeah, not you let your family worry about you. That's the last thing we want, right? Not only we cannot help, we are not the producer. Even right now, we're the consumer. We don't like that. Okay. So now when you look at here, there are so many elements. Okay. I got to tell you something important first because there are so many elements. There are time to learn the rest. I will tell the first one is important is at the top. Yeah, the top element represent in Bazi, the top element represent something people can see. When people can see it, they can trade. Okay, what do I mean trade? Trade your value for what? For money. Yeah, if you're good in let's say some of you good in Bazi, right? So and people might say, hey, I'm going to give you like maybe $1,000, and then I'm going to get you're going to help me to read my Bazi. So what actually happening there? That is what? Transaction. Right? I give you money in return. I need your value, your skill. So, but will someone give you money if they cannot see your skill? They are not aware you're good at that. They won't. Even actually, maybe you're a good Bazi reader, but if they cannot see it, they won't give you money, isn't it? Right. So therefore, why I choose the top element first. Top element is what people can see. Right? If the bottom element people only can see like after knowing you for 5 years, you miss the boat. All right. So today, yeah, so let's look at the top element first. So now the top element here govern your high income skill. Okay, now this one is sin. You see the sin here? Okay, so it's a sin metal. So the word sin. There are only 10 possible character. So just happen this one is sin. So now you check your chart as well. How many of you also the sin? Type the word me. Okay, all right, good. Is this important? Yes. I think you should spend another the next 2 weeks, go and study the sin character. Exhaust all your options, either through books from YouTube. I actually record a lot of videos for all the 10 character. You go and listen, right? Are you guys in my YouTube channel? Right? I don't want to explain each of them here right now. Go and I already record video for each of these 10 characters. Go and listen, and then you will know what is your high income skill is. So now, since a lot of you here are sin, then so do I. Okay, I also sin. So that time I see the sin, because I know bazi, I know what the meaning is. So the meaning here is sin metal, is represent a mouth. Of course, you don't know, but now you know because I just told you, right? Later on, when you learn bazi, you know the sin represent the mouth. So therefore, your high income skill got to do something with teaching, consulting, or giving a advisor, or a salesperson, or a deal maker. Okay, because you have this capability to deliver the right message at the right time, and the time that when the people need it the most. Okay, all the scene just now. Okay, you might not aware right now because you didn't use it. Yeah, so same like me that time I discovered, hey, if this is a scene represent the mouth, then what does it mean, right? Because I can't relate it to that character because like I told you just now, I was a programmer. I don't talk to people. All right. It's in a room from 9 to 5 writing codes. The only objects I'm talking to, not people, objects, is the monitor screen. Now, sometimes also wondering whether I'm still sane or not, or am I crazy already? Borderline. Okay. So when I read my barter chart, I say, hey, I need to speak. Come on, right? This is so not me. I'm an introvert. So yeah, there are times I'm quite skeptical. But that time at a point I have no choice. I'm so down. Then I say, hey, pursue it. And I discovered that, hey, actually I'm doing okay with it. All right. So, but only after 2 years. You still need to practice, right? So, and therefore, I pursue that path. And because of that, I see that my income on what after I change after 2 years, of course, not immediately. Of course, when you change something, your income of course will drop. But after 2 years, after you get the hang of it, I discover one thing: my income 1 year are more than my salary 10 years combined. Are you be a happy person if you're able to do that? Okay, so I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm saying this to impress upon all of you here. All of us here have the capability to align and make a switch just like this. You might think, right? Hey, Iverson, you're just reading one element. Don't you think it's kind of basic? But metaphysics doesn't work that way. Complex formula does not mean effective. Expensive formula does not mean effective. It's knowing where to align. That is the key. And I just told you where is the item you need to align. Okay, guys? Right? So this is not a class. I teach you how you find a way. Because some of you ask, how about Think Fire? How about Pink Fire? I just told you I have a YouTube channel. I record it for all of you here, all the 10 characters. If this is important to you, I think you will take some time, go and learn, isn't it? Guys, are you guys okay? Yeah, I'm not going to give the fish to you. I'm going to teach you how to fish. Now you know, you go there. Okay? Yeah, is this useful? Yeah, so now you think puzzle is so hard. I need to practice so many things in the chart, right? No. Because I know where the 20% that make 80% of the difference. And I just told you the secret. You can spend 10 years, look at all the element, the clashes, while I'm just using like 1 or 2 years focusing on one element. And after 2 years, those guys still study, still learning their puzzle chart, and they don't know what to do with it. But now you guys are different. You know what to do with it. Can you make a commitment, go and study on this? Can you? Okay. All right. It's free. So if you can do it, I don't think I can help you. Okay. All right. So now, and yeah, is this some of you asked about the YouTube channel? You just go to YouTube and search Iverson Lee. Yeah, I think my name will come out at the top because is because the name Iverson Lee is quite unique. Okay, so therefore I think it's not that hard to find. unless my name is Michael. Okay, that is harder. I purposely make my name a bit more unique. So when people search my name, it is easy for them to discover my name. You don't know this, right? So you ask, how come you name yourself Iverson? There are two reasons. One of it because I like to play basketball, and then Allen Iverson is one of my idol that inspired me, and also the name is unique, so it's easier to search. Okay, now Sue say that is a playlist, I think. Yeah, I recorded that 4 years ago. Okay, yes, you're right. Oh, you have a good memory. I think that is happened in 2020. When the pandemic happened, I discovered a lot of people want to learn something. So I actually record all these short videos of the 10-day master. Go and learn it. Okay. So now, if you want, how many of you want the updated version as well? Okay, so I also recently I so-called reboot the story of the 10-day master because my understanding now are better. And then I also relate a lot of I see a lot of cases about these 10 different day master. So therefore I rewrite again, but now in a form of articles. You can actually get it here. Okay, my Telegram channel. Okay, there you go. This is a Telegram channel. You can scan the QR code. Do you see the element? Total of 10. Right now, so far, I published 7 out of 10 until current matter, if I remember correctly. There, I think sin matter. So I think now only remaining 2 left. Okay, is the Run and Grey Water. How many of you here actually read those articles? Okay, all right. Do you like this? Okay, so it's free. You just go in there and look at it. Okay, cool. At least you can start somewhere. I'm not saying this is the most comprehensive information, but I will say that it's a first step. We all like the first step because it's getting you nearer to the goal. Okay, all right. Wow, so many of you already actually enrolled. So here you go to my Telegram channel, scan the QR code, and then join the group, and then you get all the updated information about the 10-day master. So your job here is go to the your party chart, look at the character, and then match with which one you are. It sort of like give you some idea where your superpower is. Okay, cool. Do you learn something important today? Do you think you learned something important? Huh? Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, get started. Yeah, this is the first way because why? The best way to beat downward spiral or off prime is to be financially independent. Yeah, that's the way. Okay. All right. Good. So now, and why this is also important is because I also discovered a lot of people also ask me this question. Hey, Iverson, you keep talking about changing someone's destiny or improving the outcome or help people to reach their goal. What system are you actually using? Yeah, this is a question that a lot of people ask me. And I'm sure also some of you have the same question as well. So let me show you this. Yeah, these are the 3 systems that I'm using. How many of you here, you know all these 3 systems? Some of you, yes. Some of you are 2 out of 3. Some of you are 1. Okay, so it's fine. All right, you will get there someday. All right, good. You have 2. You can align 2 out of 3. Right, it's pretty good. Some of you have 1. It's still good. Right, start it with that first. So why? Let me tell you why these 3. Okay, so now you look back at the this trinity here. The heaven is something got to do with bazi because bazi tell you your timing. When is your prime, when is your off prime, and all those things, your energy level is come from here. Okay, the earth is coming to feng shui. If you want feng shui to support you, the environment energy, then you align to the energy of your house, your environment to your favor. Okay, then remember the third one is man. This is where the Qi Men will thrive. Because Qi Men will help you, to work around with difficult people, attracting the right people in the team. So basically, Qi Men is more about dealing with people. cunning people, wicked people, everything is come through so now that is why these are the three system or so-called to go to system when we're talking about transformation and alignment. I remember the whole game of Chinese metaphysics is about alignment. Yeah, rather than blindly learn each of the subjects, understand why you're learning it. You learn so you can align energy to your favor. And when it happens, things will not happen to you. It happens for you. Yeah, I just summarized of the whole game of Chinese metaphysics. I hope you are getting clearer because when you're getting clearer, you're able to approach metaphysics in the right way rather than a fear-based learning. You know what is a fear-based learning? Or if you do this, it's not good. All right. Because it's unfavorable. Have you heard someone tell something like this? Or there are multiple clash, they got DE somewhere, no good. You ask them what is no good, they don't know. Because in their mind, clashes, death and emptiness means no good. So probably the person that need alignment is them, is not you. But if you believe in them, you also misalign. Have you met someone like that? They try to impress you with so many poetic kind of explanation. Okay, or this is the injured dragon flying to the north. You don't know what is that, but it seems cool, right? All these things. Yeah, so there are a lot of them, right? And you discover most of them, they are not doing well themselves. Do you notice that? They talk a lot. All right. They try to infill a lot of fear because when you're fearful, you give them the power of, they know it all, right? Okay, now what can I do? They had power over you. Yeah. So I don't care about that. I still remember there'll be a time when I just learning metaphysics, I actually met one of the master, and then I try to understand about my chart. And that time I asked him one question that I longing to ask for so many years. I actually a bit afraid to know the answer as well. Is can I run business or not? Do I have this business acumen or in me or not? Do I have the blood of entrepreneur? And then that I still remember clearly the master told me no. Okay, you don't have it. Wow, okay. So that time I really feel sad because that's what I want to do. So, and I paused for a while, almost want to leave, but something just dawned on me and say, hey, I pay this guy money, right? He's not going to get away from just answer yes or no to me. Okay. I must know why. Right. Then I asked him, right, after, but I need to do it in a respectful way because this guy are way more older than me with the long white beard, that kind of thing. So, in our tradition, we respect seniors. Right. I just asked him, can I know why? And then suddenly he got angry. They say no is no. Don't ask. Okay, like that. I cannot accept the answer. I almost want to demand a refund, but I don't do it. Okay. Yeah, because it's not this doesn't look nice. It's not who I am. Yeah, but that also lead me more motivation to learn more about Bazi. And when I actually read my own Bazi that time, after I garner some knowledge about Bazi, and I discovered the worst part here is I discovered what the master say is true. I spent so many months learning it, only to prove to that guy that his reading is true. But the thing here I discover is I'm not satisfied with yes or no. Therefore, I look further into the reading, the information. And don't you think you need to know why rather than yes or no? Because if you know why, you can change it. Make sense? And I discovered that my chart are not so suitable to run business because this guy, which is me, is risk averse, cannot take risks. Okay, directly coward. Okay, so it's me. Okay, I'm talking about me, right? So therefore, I say, oh, now at least I still don't feel happy either, but at least now I know why I cannot do it. If I know why, don't you think I stand a chance to overcome it, guys? Yes. Now I know exactly what to do. So what I do at that time, since I'm risk averse, I'm a coward person, and therefore I do low risk business. Is it possible? Yes, right. Yeah, so I do. So therefore, I choose to run a business that is low risk, less inventory. Yeah, because so I'm not going to buy something like put in my on my warehouse, So I want to do something that even I don't get business is fine, like consultant, right? I want to do whenever I like. If today I feel good, someone buy me a good pastry, I feel good, I do one. If I don't like that day, someone piss me off, I don't do any consult. Okay, low risk. Okay, so therefore, think about this, right? Don't you think knowing the answer is important? The why? Yeah, now is about alignment. Okay, yes, I'm risk averse, so I align. I just do low risk business. I don't even try to beef up myself to have more courage. I need to be a risk taker. No, I don't bother because that's not who I am. I just align. Make sense now about alignment? Okay, so therefore that one is 八字. Yeah, so another one is feng shui. Feng shui is about the house. So I also do a lot of all this alignment in the house. I still remember when I start my own business, I need to move house because my current house does not support it. And the reason is, my previous house, the west sector is missing. Yeah, so it's a weak sector. As a speaker, the west sector is important. Do you know that? That some of you don't know now, you know. So therefore, I find a house that's the west sector is good. Then I start to align because now the house energy align with my goal. Because now I want to be a consultant, want to be a speaker, right? That time. So therefore, it's aligning to me. Okay, so that's how I do it. And then when the Qi Men coming in with people, I use Qi Men to deal with people, especially strangers. We don't know who they are. I want to know how to influence them, to say yes sometimes. Right? Because sometimes we need to negotiate the deal, right? You want to know what is the motivation or agenda of this person. Obviously, they won't tell you that, especially this is the first time you're seeing them. You want to know, then you can negotiate better, isn't it? So that's how I built some connection there, and they give me opportunities. Okay, so all these are alignment between 八字, feng shui, and Qi Men. Okay, so how many of you here you learn Qi Men a little bit, but just a little bit? You know Qi Men. Okay, all right, good. So now, why? So therefore, now I want to give you a way to use Qi Men, to help you out. Because remember, I told you the alignment. There are so many ways. I'm telling you, there are more than thousands ways, right? But I want to share with you this technique here, which I'm going to tell you right now, because we are going through a period right now as period 9, and the next few years is not that so-called beautiful year. It's not. All right, a lot of challenges. It's very chaotic, a very volatile year. So some of you, if you exposed to the world of Chinese metaphysics, 2024 is the year that is coming. Starting on 2024 is the period 9 already until 2043. Okay, and some of you also heard about this, the what we call the let me see whether I have that slide or not. Now I know it. It's here. You see this curse of the crimson horse and red goat? This even further telling you, if you are not skillful, you feel that you're not able to contribute very likely next year or a year after next year is the year that there'll be a lot of retrenchment, a lot of people asked to leave. So therefore, you will protect yourself. Yeah, here is not about keeping your job. A lot of people think, oh, I need to do more to keep my job. No, you should do more to make more money. Make sense? Right? Because then, therefore, the fear of losing a job is not there anymore. Then you can perform better. Yeah, so you work hard on that. Okay, how do we do this? So I also want to share with you one way. One of the technical share with you is using Qi Men. Okay, so this is like alignment of wealth for you. I will call this harvest your first win using annual alignment to wealth. Okay, so which means the Qi Men able to tell you what to focus on for this year to create your first win. Yeah, to start the process of becoming wealthy. Would you like to learn this or not? Okay, good. Okay. Oh, so many technique. I choose this one for you because I think this is super important. Yeah, I know, I know. How do we do this? First of all, I'm sure that not all of you here know Qi Men. Just to give you some idea here, Qi Men is an art in the old days. Yeah, they used to win war or battles. Okay, so therefore timing is important. When to attack, when to defense. So this is just a pictorial format to represent. They look at the stars, the constellation to determine the best time to act. Basically, is alignment. Because when everything is aligned, which means the heaven, earth, and man are aligned, then winning happen. Okay, so in nowadays, of course, there are not much war right now in your country at least. So therefore, this one represents office politics, fight for promotion, fight for bonus, or in business, you want to crush your competitors, or you want to increase your market share. So you might need Qi Men. So Qi Men can be as easy to use, but if you want to analyze something more complex, it will take some time. So I'm going to teach you how to get started first. So now, this is a Qi Men chart. Just a sample Qi Men chart for you to get familiar with. You might look to have a lot of information there, but it's nothing more than a chessboard. If you're a chess player, so this is one of the configuration of each of the pieces. And therefore, the Qi Men character there also indicate the location of each pieces, or are you in the winning team or you in the losing team? Yeah, so this is acting like a chessboard because Qi Men is used to win war. So strategy is super important. So now, how do we align? How do we align to the annual energy in terms of what to do to improve wealth opportunities? Because some of you just now you told me, right? I feel like now I lack of opportunities. I need some advice. So can I help you with that or not? To all of you here, so you know how to do this. So now I need you to bring up your parter chart again. So now this is not your chart. This is a Qi Men annual chart. That's why it says it's printed 2025 here, right? So this is a yearly energy. So once you bring out your parter chart, I just show you a sample here is just like this. Okay, this is a sample parter chart. And remember just now when I say the high income scale, do you know where is it? Which element in the chart denotes high income scale? Yeah, just want to check whether you remember what I just taught you or not. Sin. All right. Okay, the month stamp. Okay, is here, right? So maybe your element is not a sin, it's fine. Okay, it's in the month stamp. Yeah, this is a high income skill. Okay, so now you want to know this year what are the things that help you to generate more wealth. So what you need to do is you use this element and match with all the top left element. So all the top left is this, right? All the top left. You try to match which one is sin. Apparently, in this chart here is here, right? Is a sin. Sin, so southwest. So for this person, the yearly alignment for wealth is in the southwest element. Okay, so let me clear this first. Southwest. So for you is different. Yeah, let's say you're not a sin here. Let's say you're not let's say here you are a Wu Earth. Let's say then it's be different, right? So and let's say it's a Wu Earth. Where's the Wu Earth here? Here. So your strategy will be in the northeast box. Guys, do you follow? So everyone here is different. So let's say I want to help this person. Let's say this guy name here is Michelle. Let's say is a girl, and then you discover that is sin, and she need to have some alignment with the wealth energy for this year using the Qi Men chart. So where is the sin is? Southwest. We go through that before, right? So what you need to do, you just need to analyze everything here and tell Michelle what to do. But the only problem here is not all of you here, you learn Qi Men before, right? Even you learn Qi Men, yeah, you still need some knowledge about all the element here to come up with the answer, isn't it? Okay, so for today, yeah, to make things simple, is this box, I just use this element. Okay, we just start with simple step first. We just use the tortoise. I ignore the rest of the element first. Okay, all right, so I just look at here. So now, I want all of you here to find which is your box right now. Okay, which one is your? Then I'll go through quickly, what is the keyword for you for each of the box. Okay, cool. All right, nice. So now let's start with this sin metal. Since we're talking about this, let's talk about this. If you're the south is a sin metal, which is a southwest box, so here indicate that your wealth for 2025 coming from innovation or doing something new. Yeah, so which means that your current way no longer working. Yeah, another way I'm telling you. How many of you here is in the southwest, which is a sin metal? Okay, now you know. If you do the same thing, guarantee it won't work anymore, despite how hard you try, because energy not aligned with the wealth. Okay, cool. So think about do things differently, new angle, new perception. That's one is that. Okay, all right. So now if you are in the west, which means that it's a yin wood here. How many of you in the west? Okay, the way you find money this year is to outdo everyone by working longer. It doesn't work every year, but this year, all you need just to put in more hours than the rest. Are you doing that? All right. Because you may think a lot, you haven't start to take action yet, but the chart says don't think. You crush your enemy by outdo them in terms of number of hours. Okay? Not outsmart. Yeah. Pay attention. I'm saying outdo. Outdo means that you put more effort, you put in more hours. Okay? Now, for Northwest, which is the pink fire, so for Northwest here, it is very simple. Your wealth coming through helping people. How many of you in the Northwest? Northwest, start with me. All right, cool. So now you want to find wealth opportunity, help more people. Yeah, offer help, be generous. Even you don't see any form of immediate return, just do it. Don't ask question, just do. Cannot. Doesn't matter who they are, just being helpful, you start to switch your luck, your energy. That is the key. Because this one link back to your high income skill. Okay? So now, North. Okay, if you're in the North, then this one is acquire secret knowledge that can help you to boost your income skill. For example, like Pater, Qi Men, also a secret knowledge, right? Go and learn something. Okay, how about novice? Is there anyone novice here? Novice is like this. You see a lot of opportunities in real estates, yeah, so go into that field. You might meet the right people there, or you might look into a nice deal. Look into that. That's where your wealth coming from for this year. And not east. Sorry, how many of you in the east? East, which means it's rainwater, right? So if it's in the east, then this one here is, okay, one thing, this is harder. This one, you need to act like your boss. Okay, you walk into a room like you own it. So you're the one be decisive. You're the one have confidence. and you're the one, it seems like you know what to do next. Even you don't, pretend like one. Okay, now this is harder. In the East, it's like you need to act like a boss. Then help will come, yeah, supporter will come. Okay, okay, nice. So now, if you're in the Southeast, East here say that, look into investment opportunities. All right. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of this flowing into you. So I would say that, yeah, be aware of that. Yeah, investment opportunities, study it. Okay, and then finally, the South, right? The South here is look for multi income source if you're in the South. So this is a year that you do, like, you find a side hustle, you find a side gigs. That is where your wealth can grow. Okay, so now I'm just using one element, which is the deity. It gives you the direction to look for. Okay, so if some of you ask, how about the center element? The center element, you refer to the northeast. Okay, all right, cool. How many of you, your element is in the center? It's the Ting fire. So if you're Ting, your answer lies on the northeast, which is real estates. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is a quick alignment. All right, you might think, oh, Iverson, this is just one element, right? Is it okay? Just do first. Yeah, do whatever you got. Yeah, you got results, then you add in more stuff. A lot of time, we just need the first step. Is it cool to use it that way? Yeah, link your high income box with the with this Qi Men yearly chart. We can do some magic there. Yeah, this is what I like to do a lot in my job, right? Because my job here, I like to deal with a lot of entrepreneurs and professionals who aim for wealth creation. And this is like what I like to do most, and this is what I'm doing right now. And I find a lot of passion doing that. Therefore, a lot of my clients, either they are these professionals or they are entrepreneur. Okay, I do that. But the only thing here is I need to cut off some of the time to talk to them because it's a one-on-one, there's only so much I can do, right? But this is what I do. So therefore, I can share with you some of those technique alignment for you to actually look into, especially if you are new to this. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is hopefully this will help you, and also maybe you can share with your friends as well how to actually go through this. And by the way, I'm sure that some of you here, you will like to actually learn how to do a proper alignment. How many of you here, this is your interest? You know that now the reason you study metaphysics is not just because it's fun, something is amaze you, but you really have a purpose of doing this, right? You want to know the art of alignment. If you are, I will share with you how to get that. Type the word me if you're interested on this. Okay, I don't have any superpower. Probably I'm just a common guy, your neighbor next door. Yeah, it just happened that I spent a lot of time learning metaphysics and I work with a lot of all these people. Therefore, I have something to share with you. Okay, so now, if you're interested on this, one thing I need you to know first is why. Yeah, why this is important when the alignment happened, because you remember I told you just now, period 9 is a volatile period. And then the year of 2026 and 2027, we call this the curse of the crimson horse and red goat. Yeah, this will add insult to injury, is more volatile. So the question here is, at that time, how would you handle this? Because if you wait until then, when you see the crisis, sometimes it's kind of too late, isn't it? So we want to prevent it, or we want to have a cushion so we still can thrive in tough time. And as I think you already know the answer here is this, right? You need the unification of the three realms. Basically, you need alignment. Where is this three realms coming from? Yeah, remember I told you just now? Heaven, earth, and man. Even if you can align one out of three, it's pretty good. What if you can do three at a time? All right, so let me give a pictorial format here. When I say heaven, earth, man, yeah, this is what I call the cosmic trinity alignment, is the path, yeah, to change your destiny, where they align the heaven, earth, and man. 天時地利人和, okay, in Cantonese. So when you align, you attract. Yeah, luck come to you. Some people call this good luck. Some people call this the divine power or meaningful coincidence or divine intervention, whatever you call it. Okay, so now the goal here is to align heaven, earth, man. So remember, I told you what are the system represent the heaven, the earth, and the man. Still remember? Let me show you. Bazi for heaven, about timing, feng shui for the earth, and also the man for Qi Men. Yeah, basically, you need to work around these three systems. Yeah, if you want to learn the art of alignment, you must align these three together because you form a straight line, heaven, earth, and man, then you become indestructible. You do your best. Of course, you cannot align 100%, but I think if you do it within 70 to 80%, I think it's pretty good. Okay, depends on also your house condition, right? And also some constraint you have. But I would say always be better than where you are right now. I think that is the aim here. So therefore, if how many of you interested to do this? You want to learn these three together, not as individual standalone topic, but as together. All right, if you are interested, type the word me. Even you're 50% interested, also type the word me. All right, cool. Yeah, so this is, I haven't taught it before because this is what I discovered along the way. Because in the end, the secret always alignment, not hard work. Okay, then how do we learn this? Is I want to share with you a new program that I did. I know a lot of you here already enroll. Yeah, but to some of you are new here, I want to give these opportunities to you as well. Yeah, to learn this only because I'm only going to teach this once. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, I only teach this once. If you think you want to learn the art of alignment using these three systems for wealth creation, okay, now I will cover this is the essence or the heart of this program under Born for Wealth. Okay, this is a new program. It's an online program that I use to help you to fast track your financial freedom using bazi, Qi Men, and feng shui. I will do this via live stream. So no matter where you are, you still can learn from me. So the date here would be on 18 to 19 October 2025. Okay, you're going to learn all these three systems. Only do this if your interest is in wealth creation. Right? If your interest is in how to look more prettier, wrong class. Okay, maybe you can make more money here and then you look for a better doctor, but this alignment does not make you prettier, but it helps you to open up to more wealth creation opportunities. Okay, so let me tell you what is inside here. The investment here is 1297, yeah, for this program here. This program, I took a long time to prepare for this. Yeah, I gathered a lot of experience first, and then also client. Yeah, I also try all the techniques. So finally, I feel comfortable to share with you, to every one of you here. Okay, so, and if you are interested on this, you can enroll, you talk to the team here. They can give you more information about the course. But since you're staying here right now, so let me tell you what I'm going to cover inside. The whole essence here of this program, if you only can remember one thing, is all about aligning heaven, man, and earth. Okay, when I say aligning these three, basically means bazi, feng shui, Qi Men. All right, I want to align from wealth direction from bazi, wealth luck from feng shui, and wealth strategy from Qi Men. Okay, these are the main core thing here. And why this program is so special, because by default, when you use bazi, feng shui, and Qi Men, they aim for slow and steady method. Okay, do you realize that in the old days, if you're very successful while you're still young, they don't like it. They will assume you do something illegal, yeah, to get that rich, right? So therefore, in the ancient day, all the system being designed or being applied in a way slow and steady. Probably you can get rich by the age of 60 years old, post-retirement. On that time, that era, that is good life. But nowadays, think about this. When you want to retire as young as possible, right? So therefore, something special here, all the program engineer it in a way such that I focus on speed. Yeah, because in period 9, move very fast. If you're a bit slow, you're out of the game. Do you guys agree? Okay, so now you prefer steady or speed. This program is all about quick results. If you're the one that I need to start from the bottom up, probably take me 20 years, then too long. You won't survive in period 9. Okay, so therefore, I decided to do this on speed method. So the way we apply stuff is we need to speed up the whole process. Okay, so now this is the one, and one more thing here. Yeah, this is, I think, is speak for everyone else here in the room, is to learn alignment or wealth techniques. I think all of you here, you learn bit and pieces from everywhere. Some of you learn about chasing the wealth star techniques. I recently taught one as well, right? So, and then there are so many standalone activation wealth technique, all these bazi or Qi Men manifestation, so many different techniques. And the only problems here is after you learn everything, because there are 1,000 techniques out there, you get confused, isn't it? How many of you are actually confused? There are so many techniques and some of them contradict with each other, so you don't know what to apply. All you see is just a lot of stars, which means you are totally confused. So the way I understand this, because this is also what I encountered last time, but in this program, I take it to the next level by, instead of learning standalone technique, I do the weightlifting for you. I convert that into a wealth framework. So not only what to learn, but the right sequence of doing it. Yeah, this is super important. Yeah, a lot of people think I just do this. How do you know this is the first thing you do first, right? There must be a sequence of timing of application. So instead of learning all these standalone techniques, I already developed a framework, integrated framework with what to use, when to use, and the sequence of using it. Would it be cool like that? So you get that actually this framework is geared to getting results. In the end, results is the only thing matters, isn't it? So this is what I do. So therefore, in this Born for Wealth program, this is the framework. Okay, yeah, we have 2 days. First day, we talk about financial independence. Second day, we talk about financial freedom. And everything here is under the bazi, feng shui, and Qi Men perspective. Okay, it'll be very exciting. And some of you ask, right, if this only apply for 1 year or for a very long time, this one is not limited to 1 year. You can use it on 2025, 2026, 2027, and beyond. Okay, so this is not a yearly thing. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do here, I don't want you to depend on me. I want you to learn the technique so you can use it every year. Yeah, because you can help other people as well, right? Maybe your children, maybe your loved one. Okay, so basically, I'm teaching you the techniques. Okay, guys, do you like techniques? Right, so you can become independent. You don't need me to be there. That's the whole purpose of it. Okay, all right. Yeah, so therefore, this is the framework that I've been planned, because I need to actually think about what people really need right now to fit to the current wealth strategy. Nowadays, AI is everywhere, right? A lot of jobs become obsolete. So we need to have a counter system to it. So I decided to do this. And if you're interested, this is the only time you can learn this. Okay? All right. So now, do you guys interested or not on this? Are you? Okay, if you are interested, let me know now. Type the word me. So I get to know, I can talk to you more on this. Type the word me if you're interested on this and you want to know more about this. Okay. All right. So let me show you this one. Yeah. The step is very simple. Okay. Yeah. Just enroll. Life is that simple. And I want you to. Yeah. Because I know this is important. And since that you are here with me today, yeah, don't see me like a teacher. I'm just a friend with you. Yeah, willing to share stuff with you. And normally, if you attended my class before, I overshare my stuff, isn't it? Tell me how some of you attended my class before. Did I go overtime? Right. So sometimes I have this tendency to overshare. I have a lot of contents to prepare. If you like someone who overshare contents, then probably I'm the right one. Okay. All right. Cool. So, but I only share things that matter. I cut off all the bullshit. Some of them are not working. I cut it off. So this is what you get here is after so much streaming. What living here is all the value inside. Okay. So now if you're interested on this, yeah, let me encourage you to do this by knowing this. Yeah, let me tell you what you're able to get from this. So now this is a Born for Wealth program. It's all about alignment. This is the investment 1297. And you're going to learn alignment. Okay, the highest form of metaphysics is about alignment. Now, if you join us today, you got a VIP bonus. I know some of you here, you learn a lot, but you don't know how to monetize your knowledge. How many of you have this problem? Maybe you learn a lot about bazi, you learn about accounting, you are a great pianist, you want to teach someone, you are very talented, but somehow when you try to offer your service, you find it hard to find clients, you don't know the right time, the right segment. So therefore, if you join us today, I'm going to give you this for free. It's what I call the millionaire coach secrets. Not only bazi coach, only it could be any coach. Like maybe you coach people how to swim better, or maybe well-being coach. Some of you, I think most of you have a great heart. You want to help people, right? But you don't know how to monetize it. In the end, you burn out and you don't know what to do in the end, right? So therefore, I able to teach you how do you turn your coaching knowledge into lucrative $1 million business. I'm telling here is not a concept because I've done it myself and I also train clients to do it. So I think you need this as well. So I'm going to park this as a bonus for you. So you need not to pay anything for this if you join us now. All right. So now back to here, I add another thing here called the Millionaire Coach Secrets as the VIP. Now, how about another one? But this one, the team just opened the card again for first 30. If you're part of the first 30, not only you get the first bonus, you also get the second bonus, which related to investment. Right? Why? Because I know that our energy is limited. We can't work forever. Right? We need to accept that part. Our energy are depleting as we get older, right? How do we make money work harder for us? So therefore, how about this? Second bonus here, supercharge your investment luck in period 9. Do you want more luck? The technical part, you can learn from investing guru. Let them do their job. My job, my expertise is improving luck. Do you want this? Okay, so I need to make it clear here. I'm not investment guru. I'm not going to teach you all how to look at the graph, technical graph, how do you calculate intrinsic value. That is not my forte. Yeah, my part, because I thinking that investment knowledge is important, but if you have luck, now you are something. Really? Right? So therefore, I come from the luck perspective. How many of you want more luck when I come to investment? Yeah, if you are the first 30, you're going to get this second bonus as well. And again, I'm going to teach this once. If you miss this, then you're probably next time going to teach another classes, not this one already. Okay, all right. So therefore, now you got 2 bonuses: the Millionaire Coach Secrets and then the Supercharge Your Investment Luck in period 9. If you join us for the Born for Wealth today. Now, In total, the price here would be 2291 if you want to get all this, but now it come in a bonus, right? You don't need to pay for the bonus. But if you want to do this separately, it will cost you 2291. But let's not focus on the price first. Imagine what kind of life could be different for you if you're able to acquire all this knowledge and techniques. Okay? Yeah, money you can find again, right? But cost of opportunities that is lost, sometimes you might not able to retrieve that again or encounter that again. But now the good thing here is for today, if you join us, instead of 2291, you can get everything for 597. Everything. Okay, so this give you a saving of roughly 70% of orders. So this is probably one of the important program that I ever teach. I like to teach about alignment. I see results doing it, and I want you to experience that as well. Okay, so therefore, if you want to be the first 30, now I'm going to show the link right now, joeyup.com/BFW, and the team Carrie just posted on the chat box as well. Enroll now, click on it, and then you get everything listed here for just 597. Okay, all right. So now, and just to let you know, the offer will expire in 24 hours. So after 24 hours, we cannot guarantee the same package again. So if you want this, you better make it quick. Okay, so this offer will stand for the next 24 hours. Okay, all right. So now, Anson Ang just say that you just enroll. All right, congratulations, Anson. I will see you there. Okay, so now this is the some of you ask, is this something different? Because some of you attended some of my previous wealth class before. This is totally different. This one, yeah, because my knowledge grew, the way I managing wealth, everything is different. So this is something fresh. Yeah, because we also because now we are focused on the real thing. It's about alignment. Yeah, no longer ask you to believe on certain mindset, right? A lot of time people talk about rich mindset. You need to see the wealth like this. Yeah, it's good. It's good in terms of philosophical, but whether that person can see or not is another thing, right? So we can force someone to see something if they are not wired that way. So why not align to become the best of yourself instead of following someone's philosophy? Because I understand there are so many ways to make money, not only one way. Okay, so follow your own style, your own race. There's a whole program are written that way. So, and some of you also thinking, I'm beginner, right? Okay, we are able to benefit from this program, although it looks promising, so many things I can learn. Don't worry, because this program are geared for everyone. Either you are beginner, intermediate, or expert, because this is a action, I would say, result-oriented program. Yeah, this is not to dump in all the so-called formulas, all these cryptics to you now. This is all about results. So even you're beginner, as long you have the desire to become better and you want to commit. Yeah, sometimes they want to have the desire, but they're not willing to do the work, then also no use, right? So therefore, as long as you have the desire and commitment to become better, let me help you to do it. Okay, this is not the first time I'm training beginner. I've been doing this for the last 10 years. Okay, I know how to train beginner to apply Chinese metaphysics application. Okay, good. And also some of you just now asked about if I miss the date, will I get a replay? Even you miss or even you attending the program, you also will get 7-day replay for the main program and also for the bonuses that come with it. Okay. Now, there you go. So if you look at it in terms of investment point of view, if you want to stretch it into 1 year, only $1.40 per day, right? But in exchange for the information, yeah, that I've been working so hard and all the experience, I'm going to actually share with you here. I'll say it's pretty worth it, right? So in the end, do you have any other choices or not? Right? So if you look at other choices, could be super expensive, everything, and it doesn't mean it's working. Yeah, why not? You learn something that is from metaphysics points of view, since you like metaphysics, and apply it, try it out. Okay, that's all I can say to you. Okay, all right. So now this is the date, October 18 and 19. So schedule it right now because I believe when you schedule something, you make a commitment, you're serious about it, you're going to make it a reality. All right, just like travel, right? If you think I want to go travel, but you don't even bother to buy a plane ticket, you won't able to travel because at that time something caught in the way. Then I say, oh, my work get in the way, that cannot do it. So when you're serious, schedule it and make it happen. Okay, so right now the price is 597, but there will be an increase later on. If you are interested on this, yeah, you talk to the team because the team also have this installment plan. Because some of you want to opt for installment plan, you can talk to the team. Let me see who is here today. I can talk to Carrie or SK. Okay, these two person, you have any question, talk to them. Yeah, they're able to help you. Whatever you have doubt, ask them. Okay, Jamie Ng say you just enroll. Okay, cool. Congratulations, Jamie. Looking forward to see you there. And again, I'm still adding stuff inside, by the way. Okay, because I like to create stuff, so anytime I discover new techniques, I'm going to add in as well. So you're going to get best of both worlds. Yeah, one is the one that is what I'm already doing, and something also future formula that I'm working on as well. Okay, cool. All right. So now, okay, how many of you here already enrolled? Because I saw a lot of message here. Type the word me. Nice. Okay, I'm going to see you in this coming October. Wow, so many. Good. I like more challenge because the more people now, I need to raise my standard again, right? 10 times over. Okay, I'm going to see you then. Wow, so many of you here today. Cool. So, and what you need here to attend it, you need not to do anything. All right, you just get your parter chart ready, which is free. You can plot from zodiac.com website, and then let me do the rest for you. Okay, I'm gonna make sure these 2 days is a defining 2 days for you. Okay, good. So now, guys, if you have any questions you want to ask me related to what I shared just now, yeah, from the webinar or maybe about the program, you can ask me now. I'll do my best to answer your question. Okay, you can type in the chat box right now. Okay, Chia Chin Lu say thank you. All right, you're welcome, Chia Chin Lu. Okay, Mei Han say for Wu Real Estate, I'm managing an ultra high-end residence. Is this considered real estate related? Yes, it is. Mei Han, your alignment is coming. Yeah, better make use of it. Don't go for a very super long holiday. All right, because the alignment happened this year, right? You should do more. Okay, Constant Yon say is a real estate is to sell property also consider. Of course, you need to have a real reason of selling it, right? Not just because the luck is here, you're just selling it for the sake of selling. All right, so make sure of course, you must make profit first, right? And make sure you really want to sell. So I don't think, okay, if I align, I must do something. No. First of all, is there something that serves your end goal or not? If it's not, it's fine. Okay? All right. It's just saying that if that is also your plan, then this year is a good year to do it. In the future year, each element will be the same or how we know the direction. That one, we need to plot the Qi Men chart. Okay? Yeah, there's a formula to plot the chart. So it changes every year. You can get the book called the Qi Men Year Chart. Yeah, I think, that's the book. Jenny called us, I'm planning to sell and buy property means it's aligned. Yes, it's aligned. Alliance means that you tend to meet more opportunities this year. Jenny Cow, if you do it in a year is not aligned, maybe out of 10 houses you're able to meet, or able to discover maybe 2 out of 10 is good. But when you're aligned, probably 8 out of 10 is a good house. Some people call this luck. Yeah, but for me, I use the word alignment because you need to align what? Heaven, earth, and man. So just now we talk about real estate, we are aligned with the Qi Men, right? So Qi Men is the man. So real estate related, you might meet the right people, the right agent, or someone that able to tell you there are certain opportunities out there. Okay, you need to differentiate, right? Because just now that one in Qi Men, related to the people. Dennis Lee asks, is for employee how to act confident when I'm someone who can act. Okay, so if you can act, means that you don't get opportunities. Okay, that's it. Nothing wrong. I rather you ask the question how, right? Rather than you already decide I can act. It same applied to me last time, right? When I see that, hey, I can actually pursue like teaching. Yeah, but I already telling myself I can teach. Yeah, and then later on, I meet some people tell me, hey, Iverson, don't keep telling about what you can or cannot do, right? That one is your past. Why not you figure out how to do it? So Dennis, maybe you can think about that rather than just decide that I can do something. All right, probably you can. No problem. Okay, Jenny Kao asks, do I need to check with feng shui? Of course. Of course, you check the feng shui. Okay, this is not, when you align does not mean every house you buy is correct one, It's not like that. Okay. Jenny Kao, it just means that your chances of success is higher. You still need to apply whatever checklist, or if you see any red flags, you still need to know about that, right? Jenny Kao? Yeah, I don't want you to think if someone tell you investment is good for you, you assume that whatever stock I buy also will make money. No, it's not like that. It just means that that year, the chances of encountering good opportunities are higher. So make use of it. Okay. Okay, Jenny Kao, you say you're worried about the wrong direction, right? So you need to seek for feng shui consultation. Or maybe some of your friends know feng shui, ask them. Yeah, this is important. Yeah, buying house is not like we buying vegetable every day, right? Probably we just buy one house per month or maybe certain after a few months. So it's a huge investment. So therefore, yeah, better check the feng shui. Okay, RE asks about outdo means do more. All right, if people spend like 8 hours, you do it like 10 hours. Basically means you go extra mile. Okay, if you're looking for a job, yeah, people send CV, you send what? The video CV. All right. Okay, good. Bella asks about metal strategy to balance the excessive wood for clothing brand business. Okay. So Bella, you need not to balance. Yeah, a lot of people think, right? If it's strong, you need to balance it. No. You balance, you lose money. Because when you balance something, you lost your drive. Yeah, unless you are someone you want to pursue monkship, where you want to throw all your desire, then balance chart is important. Okay, we don't want to balance, we want to make it stronger. When the element is stronger, it aligns to industry, you get more opportunities. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So thank you for spending your time today with me. I hope you learn a lot of stuff. And more importantly, you are clear on what Chinese metaphysics is and what do we mean that when someone is off peak or lose, or maybe they lost their prime already, right? Actually, you already know it's just misalignment. Either heaven, earth, or man. The moment you're able to tweak it, then you're on fire again. Okay? So no matter, I know some of you are encountering bad time right now. You might not able to see through light right now. Just hold on. I've been there as well. Just hold on, have some faith, and try to achieve small victory one over another. And once it accumulated, you start to see that, hey, you're already way ahead from others. Okay? So I wish all of you here have a great success for this year and beyond. Stay healthy. I'm Iverson. I'll see you again, hopefully in this coming Born for Well program. Till then, see you next time. Bye-bye.